My name's Carroll Shelby, and performance is my business.
Cobra. The Cobra.
The Cobra.
The Cobra.
I can build you a sport car that'll blow off the Corvette.
It is midlife crisis day here at Misadventure Lab. Every middle-aged man has desired what we are about to do. This is a Factory 5 MK4. It is a Cobra replica, which was created by Carroll Shelby in 1962. Very rare, very expensive. So this is the best option if you want your own. It's way cheaper, and you get to build it yourself.
This car is the equivalent of going to Turkey to get hair plugs. Can't really afford the real thing, so second best left to do. Trevor has set us up with some he checked all the boxes, including the engine, which I can't wait to even see.
When you order one of these, you have several options. You can get a base kit, which assumes that you have a Fox body Mustang, and you can just take this body, basically use all the Fox body parts, and you have a car. Or you can get a complete kit, which comes with the front suspension. You have an option to get the rear differential and all that stuff. Like, you can go pretty much get everything you need other than an engine and transmission to make a complete car through them. Of course, every option adds to the cost. So the complete kit starts at around $20,000, and we're up about $40,000.
It's gonna be 500 horsepower, 2,200 pounds. We don't know what color we're gonna pick yet. The other reason why we chose this is Factory 5 spits these out like Ford spits out cars. The manual is amazing. It's literally page 1, grab box 1, do this. I mean, it's like Legos, which is totally doable instead of here's 45 boxes of parts, have at it.
Speaking of boxes of parts, I need to inventory them, so I'm gonna do that. And while I do that, Tucker and George are going to build a body buck for it, which is basically just a little frame you can set the body on. So since this is fiberglass, you don't want it to warp. The body buck will keep the body in the proper shape so that we don't have any problems aligning the doors and the hood and the trunk. And so let's get started. When the kit arrives, you get a checkoff list to make sure that you get all the boxes that were shipped. As they are unloaded off the truck, you mark off each box, and then you have to go through each box and make sure that what it says is in them, and if it is missing, you just contact Factory 5 and they will ship it out. There was a couple things on back order, like the shocks, but those have come in. We have a lack of shelf space, so I'm just gonna open the box, go through them, tape the box back up, do it that way. All right, it's a new day. We have this chassis, but we need to make it a bear chassis. So we gotta get all this aluminum off so that we can start on the suspension. First thing we gotta do is we need to mark the backs of these panels so that we know where to place rivets so we can drill them before we put them back on. So the worst part about this whole thing is figuring out where to store everything. So if you're gonna do this, make sure you have a big garage. So the next step, you screw this back on with the original screws. Then you drill through the frame using the holes that you drilled in the panel. And then once we get those drilled, we'll pull it back off, put some silicone on it, and then rivet it on. The silicone is so water doesn't get in there and cause electrolysis, which is bad. All right, so that one's done. We just got to do the other side, and then we're going to start on part of the suspension. Does anyone know why they call these Zerks? Is there actually a person that was named Zerk? Zuckerberg?
Zerk fittings are named after Oscar Ulysses Zerk, who was granted a patent for the fitting in January 29.
Huh. What a smart guy.
Mount the lower control arms using the outer set of holes on the chassis using the supplied hardware.
Keep going. There you go.
Down gold! So instead of waiting for ball joints to be shipped from Massachusetts, not Maine, Massachusetts, we just got some ordered overnight. Some Moogs. These are off a Chrysler New Yorker. They're supposed to be the right ones. We'll find out. This is the upper ball joint.
If you're wondering why we're doing it this way, it's per the manual.
We do it by the book.
Literally by the book. Tucker's just showing you, but like off stage, I'm like this the entire time.
Don't just send it.
Did it say double check for cross thread?
They left that out.
That was
Need to add it.
That was some independent thinking. Yeah. I should write in here double check for cross thread
And submit it.
Yeah, submit it like a wiki.
I might have some experience in this cross-threading department. So. Getting ready to put the shocks together. So for our purposes, all the shocks are the same front and rear, but they have different spring rates. 500 pounds in the front, 400 pounds in the rear, and we just have to put them together. This is a hat they put on the little pugs. Now we need a new one.
Screw the spring seat down on the sleeve. We take this and put it on the shock. Do you have the set screw for this guy?
That was no fun, but it's in there. Something's about to happen. So it's getting close to quitting time anyway. So we're going to do the same thing we did on this side, on the passenger side, and we'll just hit it back on Monday. This is William here with Misadventure Lab. Today we're going to hand Dad some tools.
This is my youngest son, William, who's really into cars.
And Matt's Off-Road Recovery.
That's off-road recovery.
And Misadventure Lab. Spindle / knuckle, fully assembled hub.
You did that last time. Nice.
You better not pinch your toe.
You know why Gomer Pyle hates stainless steel? Because all of the galling. Okay. This kit was made specifically for the Factory 5 Racing MK4 kit. It comes with this adapter bracket. So this ensures that the rotor stays concentric with the hub. Fits on there nice and smooth. So there's specific sides for all of this. Well, for the rotor and the caliper. This is forward, right?
Does it make anybody else nervous? We're building our own car.
There's all sorts of cautionary notes in this whole kit. So make sure this is done by a professional that knows what they're doing. Someone with experience, not only just experience, but that one word.
Competence?
Yes. That is pretty centered. We're gonna call that good. Oh,
Whoa. Whoa. Easy. Easy.
oh, I think it's only going here. Woo. That is a rear differential. Next up, rear suspension. This part's a bit destructive. First, we have to drill a 5/8 hole into an existing hole that's like 1/2 inch.
That's going to make all the
7/16.
pilot people happy.
Because there's already a pilot hole. But I believe we cut this off
You believe?
because otherwise it will interfere with brakes. got both of those done. The two cuts kind of match. A little bit. Close enough. No. They're far enough apart. This is a 4 to 8.8 inch rear differential. 3L55. So that's a 3.55 to 1 gear ratio with limited slip. Our slipping and sliding in this will be very limited. Hopefully. Now you gotta pivot that up above the bushings.
Yeah. Okay.
Moving forward. Next up, CV axles. Put that in place. Break this.
Oh, dude. That looks so cool.
Like the Batmobile right now.
That's awesome.
Still feel like a little go-kart. This is like go-kart size for Walter. Well, we got it on the wheels and tires as we wanted. So, pretty happy with the progress. The kit's a little bit rougher than I was expecting, which is good because it's more like, it's like you really built it, even though somebody cut out the hard stuff. But you still got to modify. So that's cool, but it also doesn't go together as fast as we wanted, but that's okay. We want to do it right. I'm going to show this thing off when it's done. Next, we've got the steering, and I think that's about when we need to fill in this space. So look what just showed up. This is a big box. It's like bigger than the car. I hope it fits. And until next time, we'll see you next time.